Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on, family? Good to see you. This is the Mystic Leo. My name is Anna. I'm a very proud Leo. Put your paws up top if you know what that means. It's great to see you guys. We're going to do the weekly energy check-in. I'm going to get an overall energy or theme for this week. And also, I'm going to be taking a look at the areas of money, love, and career. I'll also look at what's your gift of the week and your biggest challenges, okay? So please take what resonates for you, leave the stuff that does not. If nothing resonates on this video, guys, I have plenty of videos and every one of them's timeless. If you want to talk to me about booking readings or doing any kind of life coaching, because I am a certified life coach, you can find that in the description box down below, okay? So let's jump in. Overall energy for this week, the 6th chakra, and that is Archangel Metatron. I'm weird. Okay, just FYI. All right, let's take a look at it. It is card number 4040. And it says clarity of thought and personal vision. This is your overall energy for the week. It says this very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or your third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning for you, are on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why at this time. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. So really kind of a special blessing. And not only that, I feel like not only do you get clarity about your life, but maybe there are situations coming up for you that you get an exceptional amount of clarity on. You may even be having premonitions this week. You could be having dreams this week. You might be seeing things before they happen. Beautiful, beautiful psychic energy here. Okay, let me get an angel number for you guys. All right, let's do an angel number. I'm going to do a singles, for the week in this reading too, guys. So stick around, okay? I'm not just doing those in relationships, but I'm also going to do a singles and what to expect, okay? What's the number this week for Leo? Oh, we have Reassurance. 747 is your angel number, and that's the number of reassurance. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts, okay? So they know you out here. They know you out here. Try it. You know what I mean, guys? They know you're out here trying. So, all right. Let's take a look at money and career first, okay? Let's look at money and career first. What are the messages for Leo this week regarding money and career? Where's this going this week? Where are we going? All right, we got the sword and we got the face. So there may be some cutting corners that needs to happen this week. You could be facing your money issue, like really, really, really scrutinizing it and looking over it. You could be cutting some cords with like some past money type of energy, like maybe you have self-limiting beliefs around money, but I feel like this is a breakthrough, okay? There's maybe some issues with money, but you're having a breakthrough with this. Now, when it comes to your career, this is the kind of career focused in law, focused in defense or something like that, okay? It's very swords energy. It's very in the head. Now, be careful. There may be somebody who walks away from a job or is let go too. That this card indicates that. We also have the face. This is taking risks, doing things face value on the job or when it comes to your money. This also is getting exposure, fame through people seeing your face or taking what you say at face value. Maybe some of you are wondering how to be experts in your field, or just getting out there and finally recording yourself on YouTube or putting yourself out there on social media somehow. But there's something around you developing your financial skills this week. Maybe you're working with an investor, or you're learning how to be an investor here, since we do have that on the card. But the face indicates that you might be using them beautiful eyes, that beautiful hair, or whatever you got going on to make you some money. Hey, OF, go OF. I'm just saying. Let's get 2 more cards when it comes to your career, overall energy, and money this week, okay? Tunya is jumping. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. Hi. I have my matcha all the way on the other side of the table. I forgot to put it over here. Miss Petunia is jumping from thing to thing in my house like an animal. Can you believe it? That's because she's a cute animal. All right, let's see what we got here. What we got for Leo? There's one more, please. One more message for Leo. Alrighty. We have exploring and Gaia, the earth. Okay, the earth. For those of you who don't know what the Gaia is. The Gaia is, almost start joking. Hold on 1 second, guys. No, you will not. You will not. No. You want to see what's going on? Look. You see this? You see her? They're watching you, Petunia. Don't you touch mommy's flowers. Get down from there. Get down from there. I told you guys she was up to no good. She's over there picking out my orchids. Doing this shit. Right. Okay? Now she's busted. Now she's just sitting there. Why are you even on my table? Oh, my Lord. Okay, back to the reading. All right. Gaia, trust the universe has a better plan than you do. Protection of the planet, herbalism, working with medicine, okay, like herbal medicine, things around nature and using nature to heal or help. Very good directions for some of you, or maybe some of you want to go in this direction. I feel like this is your go for it. We also have spending time in nature for like soothing, to regather your energy, to regroup. I said no. This girl. Okay. So now we've got exploring. You have some of you exploring these different paths of potential. We just talked about Gaia, doing things with nature, with the earth. What are you doing? Anyway, career exploration is going to help with clarity and finding what actually matches you. And also it says too many interests could be making it difficult for you to actually land on something that you really want to do. So the clarity that we have coming this week may be very helpful, because you're spreading yourself a little thin, or maybe you're just unsure. So you're going to end up narrowing it down a little bit this week. All right, guys. All right, great. Let's move on to the next thing. Oops, wrong cards. These are the cards I want. All right, let's get into gift of the week. Let's look at your gift of the week. Then we're going to look at your challenge of the week. Okay, and then we're going to go into relationships, since that's the last part. Your gift of the week. Ooh, okay. You're going to get a little surprise here. Something that you've been working on for a while, or working toward. is no longer going to be an issue. Something that's been an issue, a heaviness, you having to do a lot of the work here. We have the Tower Scorpio energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is really long term. So it's telling me here that something long term, something that you've been working on for a while or working toward for a long time, is about to shock you, because I think it's about to pay off. Okay, there could be some of you walking away from like a long-term job or a long-term relationship this week, or maybe somewhere that you've worked for, let's say 20 years or something. They're shutting the doors. It seems like a shocking sort of surprise, like you're surprised that this thing is happening, because you've always have kind of relied on this thing in one way. Okay, so there's definitely an upheaval, some sort of change here, but I feel like this is in a good way. It offers you a new opportunity for something that maybe you've been waiting on for a long time to come through. So I really, really like this for you guys as far as what's your biggest blessing. Now let's look at what your biggest challenge is for this week, okay? Let's look at your biggest challenge for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Petunia is just in one of her, she didn't nap. That's why. She didn't nap. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. She hasn't napped. She's been up since early, usually by 10 or 11. She has her little kitty nap. She goes down, literally. You can time it. She's under a blanket. Everything's cool. She's over here hollering in my window, trying to smack my flowers around. Disrespectful. All right, your biggest challenge this week. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like one of your bigger challenges this week is receiving, okay? Maybe feeling like you need to do things yourself. I feel like it's expecting good things too. It's like expecting something great to happen, expecting that somebody is going to give you money, expecting that something positive is going to happen here, or an opportunity is going to come along. So again, this feels sort of like you're a little bit in your head. And I feel like part of your challenge, again, looking into the future and expecting great things to happen for you, instead of doubting or challenging, or telling yourself, yeah, but I need this, or yeah, I don't have that. I think that part of this with the challenge comes recognizing how, like, the opportunities that you have at hand that maybe you're not even utilizing, or the opportunities about yourself, how good you are at certain things, or what you have to actually offer. Okay, you would be very surprised. There are a lot of people, especially I hear this a lot as a coach, because my job is to listen to people. You hear a lot of people say one thing about themselves and then turn around and say the exact opposite. So there could be something around clarity and alignment this week for you, also when it comes to this challenging energy. Maybe you feel like there's something you need to do, like physically, to align with where you want to be. And I feel like part of the magic is allowing, like understanding that you probably have everything it takes to do the thing, and there's nothing outside of you that you need to actually align with. You need to be aligned here and aligned here. These two things, they need to meet each other. Okay, so let's move on, guys. We're going to take a look at relationships, and I said I'm going to talk about singles. So let's see, what do we got for singles this week? Who, what, when, where, why? We got the moon. Okay, Pisces. Why is the moon? Wow, we got the moon out here. Let's see what else we got. We have the Hermit. Wow, big major change here. The Hermit and the moon. Virgo energy. What else? Some of you could really be analyzing some fears this week, okay? Some of you, I just think you're afraid to get back out there. You've been spending a lot of time by yourself. You may be online searching too. Two of Wands, the moon, and the Hermit. This can indicate a real, like, I'm looking for something. I'm digging for truth. You may be trying to, if you've just met somebody, figure out whether or not you want to be with somebody. And maybe there's this element of like, are they being honest? Is this a true feeling for me? There's a sense of being in discovery with relationships this week, our emotions around it. Like being in search of the one and why you haven't found that person, okay? But overall, I feel like those of you who maybe have recently connected with somebody, you're trying to get to know this person and whether or not it's for you, whether you want to go on, let's say, an actual date for the first time or a second date, okay? So I think there's a lot of curiosity for the singles around someone, all right? Now let's look at relationships in general. Okay, let's look at relationships in general. Miss Petunia is literally wandering around like, what could I get into? You should see her. She's so funny. She's like, what could I get into? All right, so let's talk relationships and love, please, for Leo. 2 of Cups. Okay, Leo, what the hell? What's going on here? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Holy Hannah. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so I see some of y'all in a really great connection. This is beautiful. There's a lot of reciprocity here. You guys feel the same about each other. I think it's been acknowledged. You may be taking a chance here, but everything is kind of going the way you want it to. For those of you who are in some kind of romantic connection, there really isn't a doubt or a question about what this is. Including down to this being a powerful soulmate connection. You're taking a chance here. I think you're taking a chance and they're taking a chance. You're sort of rolling the dice is the, like, the energy that I'm getting, rolling the dice on this person. And I kind of want to see, like, I want to dig a little bit deeper on this, okay? Oh my God, look what I opened to. All right, what do we got here? Talk to me about these 2 of Cups. All right, talk to me about this 2 of Cups, please. Ugh, the devil. Why? There could be a little fear attached to this. Talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the King of Cups. Love this. The Empress. Wow. So this relationship has the potential to go really far. However, you have fears around it. Maybe there's a temptation to want to sabotage it or question it, and like question it so much that you no longer, you know, like you talk yourself out of it. Okay, so be careful about that. I definitely feel like some of you have done a lot of work around unhealthy attachments you've had in relationships. So this week might highlight you questioning that if you're in a relationship with somebody, but I don't see that. What I see is expansion. I see growth here. I see this person as an opportunity for something really super beautiful to unfold here, especially if this is a newer relationship. It could be with the 2 of Cups. Again, soulmate energy. This person may be teaching you how to let go of your fears and how to allow people to take care of you and give to you. Okay, Leo? Or maybe you are in a relationship and you are with somebody who maybe they have more needs than anybody you've ever been with, or it's just very different and you're learning how to really give into a relationship in a different way. We have the 6 of Pentacles. It's telling me everybody like each other. Okay, that's good. The feeling's mutual. So understand this. When we talk about energetics, I talk about this when I'm coaching too. What we're often thinking and feeling, the other person is too. We're just not expressing it to each other. So I feel like there's like this, yeah, I kind of feel the same. A little bit nervous to put into this, kind of gotten lost in relationship before. I've kind of let my fears talk to me, or I've been so attached that, you know, I'm like deep into a relationship and I don't understand that I have a unhealthy attachment. Okay. So you could be having some sort of realization or conversation with your person about this. What's the 6 of Pentacles? I got to tell you, if your baby daddy owe you money, he going to give it to you. Okay. It's the cups. Babe. Wow. Brand new love overflowing. This person has a lot to give to you, and you have a lot to give to them, Leo. They're not broke either. So however they showed up is how they gonna be. Okay. This is a very nice positive vibe between the two of you. The both of you believe in a 50-50, an equal receiving and an equal taking. Okay, so definitely a beautiful emotional connection here with this person. I love it. Give me one more card, please. Oh, all right. This person is planning for you. Either you or them are planning some sort of getaway, some sort of trip, some sort of escape. Okay. Now, I also pick up that somebody here wants to make sure this week that you're not in the relationship because you're escaping life, like you're escaping responsibility for your own self or your own work, or just to, like, because you've been going through something and you just want to feel better. Being in a relationship, there's this saying, wherever you go, there you are. Okay, so a relationship doesn't always make us feel better about ourselves or about whatever situations are in our lives. Sometimes they feel it's great for a little bit, but then after that 15 minutes wears off, you're like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? So I think some of you are making sure that this is the thing that you really want to invest in, and that's not part of your thing. Like, oh, I'm just bored. Oh, I'm just, because Leos, we tend to like hit the things around on the floor a little bit, and then we're like, yeah, I thought that had me excited. Ping, right? So you could feel a little bit of that energy this week, but definitely traveling, definitely having conversations around this, and not wanting to go into anything that you potentially wouldn't be committed to or serious. And maybe your person's having that talk too. Okay, let's see the potential outcome. What's the potential outcome, please? Potential outcome of this connection. Can I have one more card? That was the Seven of Cups. There's going to be some decisions made here. Okay. Ooh, Leo, if you're not sure about a person, just be careful. Okay. Potential outcome, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Someone's really trying to figure out what they're thinking and what they're feeling. I feel like maybe some of you are doing that because you really care about this person, you really like them, but you're having a hard time expressing whatever your need is in the connection. Maybe you have grown very attached to somebody very quickly before, and that's not the circumstance that you're experiencing right now. Potential outcome is there may be some sort of you're not aligned on something because you still have questions, or you still have a little confusion, and you don't want to be deluded by that confusion. Seven of Cups can indicate that sometimes we're seeing things through like rose-colored glasses. And so this may be one of the reasons why you're conflicted, because sometimes things just seem too good to be true. And that might feel this way, okay? So I think a lot of your week is based in like self-examination, whether or not you're seeing the reality of this beautiful connection that you have, or whether this is you being delulu, okay? Literally. All right, let's see what your advice is. What's the advice here for Leo regarding love and relationships? The advice, please. Okay, Four of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Let go of the old pain, let go of the old hurt and the old version of you, okay? Especially if you've done a lot of work and you've done a lot of shifting and changing. Let go of the emotional attachment. Look at it in a different way. Look at it from a non-emotional perspective. Does this have everything it takes? Is this truly what you want to be with, right? And if this is not you, this is your person doing this. So if you've had any question about why your person may be backing up a little bit this week, it could be because they're putting some things into question to make sure they're not a little delulu over, are they just grabbing at straws? And this is like, like I said, seeing things way better than they actually are about the person. So I think you're trying to be realistic here, or your person is. Okay, my loves. So let's go ahead and get a couple of closing cards. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this message. Let me grab these. Hi again. I don't know why I put everything like 4 feet away from me, but I did. All right. We're going to get just a closing message here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Almost forgot what I was doing. If you like this reading and you want to come back for more, please make sure you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and come back and see me, okay? When you subscribe, hit that top notification bell. It will tell you every time I'm uploading. So you can come on, race on over here. Hang out. All right? All right, Leo's message. I'm going to give you 2 today. It says, I am sacred. I am sacred. It's one of your messages. And what's Leo's other message this week? There it is. It says, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? Okay. All right, so that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I can't do this if ain't nobody watching, all right? Thank you so much again for being here and sharing the energy with me. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.